Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 12, 11:15 America New York, PepsiCo revenue rises as higher prices, snack brands lift business. PepsiCo reported a 5.2% increase in revenue in the latest quarter, driven by price increases and strong sales of its snacks and packaged foods.
Daily FX Market News.
July 12, 11 o'clock America New York, active versus passive investing, top stock investing tips. Understand the differences and unique selling points of active and passive investing to enhance your trading and investment strategy.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 12, 10:28 America New York, most expensive bottle of champagne sold for $2.5 million, NFTs included. The value of the bottle is less about the champagne inside and more about the sum of its parts, including the digital tokens that came with it and whose images were printed on the outside.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 12, 10:23 America New York, BTS is coming to Disney+. The K-pop boy band is set to release a documentary series and a concert film on Walt Disney Co.'s streaming service.
BBC News Business.
July 12, 10:15 America New York, Lego pull out of Russia, indefinitely. The Danish toymaker says it will end its partnership with a company which runs its 81 shops.
Daily FX Market News.
July 12, 10:01 America New York, DAX, Dow and FTSE slip as investors shelter in havens. Indices slip as China's COVID updates dent sentiment, earnings season kicks off.
Daily FX Market News.
July 12, 10 o'clock America New York, Euro price action setups, EUR, USD, EUR, JPY, EUR, CHF. The euro put in a test at parity earlier this morning and that's led to a bounce. Tomorrow brings CPI data out of the US and earnings season follows next week.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 12, 9:44 America New York, lessons from Lithuania's David-Goliath clash with China. A trade conflict between one of the world's largest economic powers and one of the European Union's smallest is highlighting some interesting truths about the modern global economy. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 12, 9:03 America New York, SpaceX analyzes explosion during rocket booster test. Elon Musk's SpaceX sustained an apparent setback during a test of one of its rocket boosters, with a video showing a fiery explosion under the vehicle.
New York Times Business.
July 12, 9 o'clock America New York, robots aren't done reshaping warehouses. The pace of automation has accelerated in the pandemic, as big players invest billions in their efforts to streamline how goods are sorted and shipped. A Yaskawa robotic arm helps process small packages and letters at FedEx's Memphis hub.
New York Times Business.
July 12, 8:43 America New York. What happens to Twitter if Elon Musk walks away? One thing is for sure. Musk has left Twitter worse off than it was when he said he would buy it. Broken eggs, no omelet.
New York Times Business.
July 12, 8:43 America New York, Peloton, seeking to cut costs, will no longer make its own bikes. A company in Taiwan that already produces some of Peloton's bikes and treadmills will now become the company's primary manufacturer. Peloton's chief executive has said he wants to save the company $800 million annually as part of a turnaround effort. Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 12, 8:41 America New York, OPEC oil output lags behind targets despite pledges to boost supplies. The output figures raised fresh concerns about whether the cartel is capable of easing the worst supply crisis in decades ahead of a meeting between President Biden and the group's largest members.
Marginal revolution.
July 12, 7:20 America New York, a pox on the FDA. Monkeypox isn't in the same category of risk that COVID was before vaccines, but it's a significant risk, especially in some populations, and it's a test of how much we have learned.
Global economy.
July 12, 7 o'clock America New York, the Great National Dijon Mustard Crisis. A triple catastrophe has left chefs and ordinary shoppers scrambling to source the prized condiment.
Digital finance.
July 12, 6:57 America New York, hedge funds want tech on HK's post-COVID agenda. AIMA to Hong Kong. Reassert your credibility as a financial center today, and support innovation tomorrow. The post-hedge funds want tech on HK's post-COVID agenda appeared first on digital finance.
BBC News Business. July 12. 6:41 America New York, Heathrow caps passenger numbers over summer. The UK's biggest airport has been struggling to cope with the rebound in demand for air travel.
Global economy.
July 12. 6 o'clock America New York, Argentina's new finance minister pledges to bring order and balance. Silvina Batakis tries to reassure investors and IMF as she takes on a precarious economy amid political divisions.
BBC News Business.
July 12. 3:46 America New York, train drivers very close to going on strike, union warns. ASLEF boss Mick Whalen says a walkout could happen within weeks if pay talks with management fail.
Global economy.
July 12. 0:59 America New York. China's contrasting path offers the potential for uncorrelated returns. Investor case for Chinese assets rises despite regulatory and geopolitical risks.
Armstrong Economics.
July 12. 0:06 America New York, Sri Lanka's economy completely collapsed. Protesters swarmed President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's palace in Sri Lanka, forcing him to flee and step down. The entire government in Sri Lanka will be restructured.
Armstrong Economics.
July 12. 0:03 America New York, another dead politician. We warned that 2022 would be the year from political hell. There has been another assassination, but this time in Brazil. Brazil's leftist opposition Workers' Party, PT, Marcelo Arruda was enjoying his birthday celebration in the city of Foz de Iguaçu, Paraná, when he was shot dead.
Armstrong Economics.
July 12. 0:02 America New York, low poll Joe. President Joe Biden's approval rating is at its lowest level 29%. A majority of Americans, 58%, flat out disapprove of Biden's work. Unsurprisingly, only 2% of Republicans approve of Joe, with 97% stating disapproval.